Hello, good morning. Um, Still not good afternoon, for just 5 minutes. Good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Monday. It is 9:15, September 15th. It is 11:55 a.m. Eastern Time in the US. I'm going to be uh, just taking a look at what the markets are doing. I don't know really. I don't have anything here other than just other than just that we have a gap here. What is line? We have a gap from this charts belong to September, right? September contract. I will probably start consider today as the first day of the contract. Okay, but what I have here below all these days, for example, this very questionable, P-shaped day. Notice how much volume have 19,000 contract. Okay, and this distribution close belong to, as you can see, to September. All right, this is September. Notice the volume we have in September 147. Notice the volume we have in December 237. It's weird because it got about the same amount, but it is in the low side. It's extremely low in my opinion. There can be more volume coming at the close, but right now this is kind of like feels really weird. Right? It feels really weird. Let's open the overnight. Check it out. I'm gonna use. Let's see. Let's check. Where what settle is, okay? From Friday. From Friday. Do, 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 do. This is not Friday. Alright, let's. What's up, doggy? You're tired? You're happy, huh? Yeah, happy dog, right? Relax. I just came back from a walk. We're walking the dog. Oh, look at this volume we're having Friday. Huh? Really nice volume. It's the first day. Check for example. What do we have? Thursday. I guess we were talking about Thursday, right? And we were talking about. Check the volumes. The December contract 100,000. September 1.2 millions. Now, check this out. 1.5 September and 600,000. That's a big jump. And today, I expect maybe that number duplicate, you know, maybe going 1.2 here, but I don't know what can happen with this. All right. Let's say though 6645, right? 6645, pretty much the same as last. 6645, 6645. Where are you? 6645. Let's put it here first, and then we are going to change this. This is settle. Settle. Yeah. 66. Ooh, look at that. 6644. Okay, this is quite. This doesn't look good, man. This one doesn't look good. Okay, let's put something here. What? That's too big, man. Oh, where I have another one here. There you go. Man, I learned how to use this shit. That one. God damn. Hold on. I need to. I don't want that. I want the lips and just on the lips here. All right, that number there. Okay. Why I this has catch my attention because we have this rally here that takes back saddle a couple times, and then comes the check up here, taking out all this long inventory, not all, most of it. And the base for this rally that comes after that is basically it's not exactly right. It would be, you know, any short here would have been better odds. We would have had better odds if this one comes exactly from zero. Okay. And also not having not being in the rollover week here. That's another thing, right? This is gap high. This is a trade here. What is the trade? If the market doesn't close the gap, probably the market is going to have something to the upside. Now, what I need to see is upside continuation. And what I'm seeing here, or rather, what I am not seeing here is that this market is not having upside continuation. It cannot, like it's struggling here. It has to make a new all-time high here. Notice that there is no excess. Hey, just a second, please. Relax. All right, this is a new all-time high here we have. And just one bit of information at a time. I can see this struggling, but has no excess on the upper side. Okay? No excess on the upper side. My approach for this week and for last week is, but it is even more for this week. I got to take the market very careful. I really, there's a lot of things that may be going on here. The risk of having or holding any kind of position in this market or in this week in particular um, is higher compared to another days. And also, I believe the risk reward is not that good. That's what I think. Again, that's just my personal opinion. I am approaching this week as with the same mindset that last week. If there is something there, it has to be very clear to me. That for me to do something. Okay, for me to do something. What catches my attention from last week, from the closing, is the market adding value. Okay, adding value up here. Now we have talked about what kind of trades can come after this, or what is the dynamics of these markets with one type of traders buying and identifying that buying coming from one specific type of traders puts another account, in this case market makers or whatever is doing the opposite side of that trade, in the selling side. I don't know how markets exactly work, right? Because if I knew, or as a matter of fact, if anybody knew that, we just don't stand a chance, right? No? This will be done. We would be, forced out of this business. We talk about this, for example. We talk plenty of talks about this weekly trending line that you can see up here, right here. And the trader comes with it. This is support, and many times being sold. This is no good. The next time we know this market can be using this resistance as a support. Okay, just as simple as that. Sometimes it's just as simple as that. Okay, now we have a range here. This is the daily time frame. Okay, we have a wide range here, and this can be, this mark here can be the high of that range. I want to mark that as red. Yeah? And the range is all of these. This is the range here. Right? There's a breakout, test the opposite side, comes back, check, and now the same, use this low. In this case, it will have a daily, right? Same thing like here. We have a trend here in the weekly, and now this is support. Okay, and there's a breakout happening or coming out of this. So the potential destination may be 50, 6450, maybe up to here, 67, something like that. And what is this level? 6583. 65. Is this the one? Wow. That's where last week closed? I can't believe it. Yeah, that's the closing last week. Man, this is very, very mechanic. Did you see that? Well, it closed, and that actually is a trade. Okay. Very weird here. Now, if I check, you have checked the markets. Gold making all-time highs. Dollar still weak. Range. Crude trading or building forming a wedge here. This is starting to look like short covering, but it is a breakout. You know, it's a breakout of this range. It's a breakout. Not see what happened in the 15, like what happens in the 30. Now there's a breakout here in the bond market. So everybody is anticipating here a rate cut Wednesday. I think Wednesday is FOMC, right? Yeah. Now, today, all markets are to the upside. Rotation on Russell, rotation in the Dow. Nasdaq trending higher, a trending day. And rotation on the ES as well. So, also rotation are high now. But this is just, I mean, I am just doing this stream. I don't have anything again. I don't tend to have some kind of giving myself something to do, because this is a very boring, you know, having planned not to do much is the plan. Notice the opening, nothing in the upper side, nothing in the lower side, and then the next thing we know, this volume is tested, it holds. Next time the testing is tested, it holds. That's whole volume is building higher, right? Value is coming higher, high. But nothing up here, nothing down here. It's just there is nothing here from my point of view. Okay, do you have some volume here coming at 10:30? Right? 11,600 at 66.75, right here at this level, where it is right now. Don't have anything, my friend. Let me save this. This is edit, save, file, save as CFI, save. Let me save it again. Now I'm going to save it in my PC. CFI. C5 9:15. All right. So I have it there as well. Okay. Now check the volume. Let's check the volume. 250,000 here, and this is September. Look at that, 150,000. Man, it's really low volume for December. As I say, there may be more coming. There may be some kind of some sort of spike in volume maybe later, but I don't see anything here now. To carry on, what do I do here? I'm going to put a note here. I want to put a note here. Do you have a circle? Line, ellipse, pointer, triangle. I'm going to erase. I cannot. What? I cannot add a text. What? I cannot add a text here. What the heck? Okay, let's do it here. All-time high, modify text. I'm going to put here feels day. Feels day. C5. And why I do this? Because I will forget when this happened. As the day, as the days passes by, because what I actually really wanted is I want to have an idea. For example, I know what is this? What the heck is this? Okay, I want to know, for example, that this day, and to remember that this day is the first day in which this contract that is taking over September is the one that has the most volume. It's the first day that is taking having a really higher volume. Friday has 600,000. I guess that's also worth to have it here, right? Look at this, but check this out. This is really, and this is why I choose to step out in these days. 600K. Okay? Notice that I have 600,000. Oh, come on, really? $600,000 contracts, which is a really high volume. But check this out. Okay, I'm going to bring the current contract. Notice Friday, 600,000 here. This is December contract. Okay, this is December. And September has 1.5. And but check how much we have. This is December, 70,000 here. Okay, the overnight, how much we have in the overnight for Friday? The overnight we have 100,000. Do we? Yeah. Oh, no, my bad. 20,000. Right? So, where is the other 500,000? I cannot see it here. I cannot see 500 contracts are missing. So, that just gives that is just to give you an idea. Oh, what can be going on behind curtains here? There's a lot of things that are going on that we don't know, that I don't know. There's a lot of dark pools and many things that can be happening, and I just don't have access to that. You know, these big hedge funds, market makers have a lot of things how to conceal their activity, right? Because if I had the power, right? If I had the money, what I would like to anybody to see what I am doing, how I am positioning myself, you know, in this contract or in this market. Why? And that's why, you know, you get to understand. We have to get some kind of appreciation, right? That to the extremes that these people go to conceal their activity. And there's another reason, right? Another reason why when I don't know what is going on, that what's may be going on, or the odds that I may know something, tend to figure out something out of this market are very low. And when I don't know, so why I want to do something here, the risk is, at least for me, right? The risk for me is just high. It's too high. It's just not worth it. What I can do versus what I can not do, what I can lose, it's just not worth. It's not worth. And that's what is lays behind my decision just to step out, be just a witness here, stay here. If I have something to do, something else to do, I just do what I do, and then come back and check and check later. Notice these periods, for example, before the opening. This is the pre-market 2000, and there's significant amount here. 1,000 for to be an overnight. That's high. You have 9, 8:30, 8. What did we have today? What kind of events we have today? All right? Nothing. We don't have anything. Monday, nothing. Tomorrow we have, what do we have tomorrow? Housing, retail sales. Wednesday, everybody's checking Wednesday FOMC. The weekly jobs claims on Thursday, and the quarter reaching, Friday, right? Friday is even, I would say for me, it's a no day. But that's just me, right? That's just me. Okay. This is interesting here. These blocks. Man, these are interesting here. For a new contract. Oh, look at this. What the heck? This is 6,670. How about almost? I need to put this. This is what I do. 6670. 6670. Okay, where are you? 6670. Down here. Alright. Is this the one? Yeah. No. Yeah, you better. I don't wanna. Okay, I have 1.6k here. Okay, there is some interest here in keeping this market higher here. I don't know what time it can, maybe in A or B, I don't care, but I just saw that 1.6, and then you have another one, 600. Come on. Can this be an action really? Taking profits up here? Can you see? This is just, man, this is so obvious. I mean, too much coincidence, right? You have 1600 here and 600 up here. They are either adding, it can be adding 600 or taking, reducing risk here, right? Just 1,000 are there. But we never know. Right? That's trying to figure out what, trying to speculate. It's just a fool's enterprise here. Now, these kind of references, what I do is I watch what the market does relative to these ones, because let me bring September back here. This is September. Where do I have some? And I had highlighted. I remember did something like that for September. Okay, where are you? Oh, down here. Oh, actually, this is a rectangle. A red rectangle. Okay. This was very clear. It was not 1600. as I just showed a couple of months ago, but it was 5,000 contracts at once. And where? Right? After the breakout, after it was these lows, right? Market just keeps holding here. It was doing this overnight here, and that was used as support. Okay, okay. This one, is it? Yeah, this is the one. What the heck is happening here? I cannot do this. Why? Interactive scale range. Interactive scale range. Oh, let's do this. What? I don't know. Okay, let's go back to December. So this one is actually a rectangle. Huh. Okay. I have it here just to know. I extended all the way to the end of the chart. To see what I have something now here, and I want to see what the market does with that. Okay, this is, remember, trading is not exactly, this kind of like more like an art here, and don't know what can happen here, all right? I use these days, for example, if I want to add something to my charts, I just go ahead and do it, because there's nothing, for me, there's nothing any going on. If you have any question, please just let me know. We got plenty of time to talk, or to just chat about anything, man. Okay, this is, I guess it's tools, no, global settings, graphics settings, tool configs. Okay, rectangle config, where are you? Rectangle config, arrow config, pitch for rectangle config. Oh yeah, okay. Outline color, let's fill color, let's do it red. So outline color red as well, but thickness 0, solid, okay. All right. Okay. So all of them will be red now. From now on. Okay, now again, tool settings, tool configs. Now I want line config. All right. Mark 10, text center list below, above auto. Huh. Text vertical alignment. Okay, I want to do automatic here. Right. And now always the copy line color. Okay, red. Line width 1 0. Come on, they don't give me the options to extend to the right, don't they? No. So I cannot change anything here. Alright, I want to extend, because what I do this manually. I was thinking a way to do it. all the way to the right. But all right, and Nasdaq. I think if you remember last week we were talking about how Nasdaq was kind of like had better odds to keep going higher or having a breakout. Let's check that again and why. You know, it has multiple highs here. Oh no, my bad. It was the Dow. Yeah, it has this high, 4 highs. Oh, well, it is the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 highs in the weekly, and then another thing, another, and the same thing. Not the same thing repeats, but check this out, man. This is kind of like worries me for this market. Check this out. That is, this can be extreme here. This is not good. They're buying from. Remember what happened in the ES here in the weekly time frame? What happened in the ES in the upper side? Right now, what do we have in the Dow? Is the same thing, but in the opposite side. Right? So all the buying that's coming here is very mechanical. Oh boy, man, this. Look at this. Can you draw a line for even from here? Look at that. This is really dangerous, huh? Isn't it? Huh. Let's extend it to the left. Nah. This is just these are laggards here coming here in this section, in this part. This is very dangerous actually. But just because it's dangerous, I'm not going to be in the short side here. Breakout, support. Getting away from the, notice where this has been bought, 50s. This is far, the ES is far from the 50s, man. ES set at 25. Let's check the current contract. ES adjusted. This is the ES, this is the adjusted number, and this is the current, this is September. I don't have anything here, man. I don't like, for example, how have volume here. Is this the 60? Is this the low of the gap? 63, right there. 60, a little bit lower, man. Holding here. This is very questionable here. Probably this was the reason. No, this is to the upside. We're not selling here. Look at how the selling dries here, but the buying also dries here. There's nothing here, man. There's nothing here in this market to do anything, really. And many times that is so hard for many people to grasp, right? Because I am a trader, I had to be buying, I had to be selling, I have to be doing something, and it is not like that, man. Flat, it is a position as well. Now, how do I, for example, how do I calculate risk here? What? What's my risk? The best case scenario, my risk is, 1 to 1, and that's not good. And I have to risk, for example, let's take an example. value is higher. Okay, that's obvious, right? We all know value is higher. We can see value is higher. We have a gap, so obviously value is going to be higher. So there's no need to do anything here. What's happening? What's happening with value? That can be another question. Right? Let's make a rectangle here. This is going to be my. As a matter of fact, it looks better. It looks better, okay? Red. Now, fill color. Let's do it how it was. This color, I guess. Was it? Gray. Okay. So I got value here, and I want to see what happened to value relative to today. Okay. If value moves higher, or if value moves lower relative to what it is right now. Look at these highs here. Look at these highs here. So there's no reason for me to short this market. Okay. If any, the only I don't know the risk here, but something I know here is the risk of being short is higher than the risk of being long. Plain and simple. Okay. There's no selling here, but buyers also, the buying is dry. It's just dry. Notice here, this is how important these histograms are, right? Notice how volume comes up here at the high, but it just cannot go higher. Part of that is rebalance here. It still remains, right? Still remains. Notice how we have 6 here, 7, another 7 here, yeah, 11, 2-digit balls. It just dries, man. It just dries here. There's nothing. There's literally nothing here. I'm sorry, I can't say nothing else. But I say most of the time when I do the stream, this is what I because if I see something, I would rather I focus on that market, on what's going on, or if I do in the stream, I just can't remain quiet because I cannot really talk, focus on the stream, and do what I need to do, right? Now, it's short. If I want, for example, just how can we calculate the risk? Okay? The market is here now. It is inside value. It's a rotational day. Market has a gap. Also, it's a day to the upside. So why I would like to be short? But let's assume I want to be short. Okay, being at the center, being where the POC is there is just no way I can do something there. Okay, there's another. I have two reasons to not to do anything, but let's ignore that. Okay, I want to be short. Where I put my stop? Above F, G, E high. That's what traders are doing. I can see some stops here also above C and D. How much is that? From 77 to, that's 5 points. How much I can do out of this? Maybe just targeting to the potential check or repair of this DE low, and nothing else. Below that, I have this significant block that can be resistance. I don't know. Really don't know. I don't know who bought that. I don't know what they have in mind. Who bought or sold that? I don't know who I am to say it was a buy, right? And how much is that? 77 to 72, 5 points. So I risk 1 to make 1. This is just not good. And the other side is the same. Being at the center of the profile, being at the center of the widest part of the profile is a no man land. No reason to do anything here. Hey Pew, thank you, but no thank you. Boring, boring. This is why I start to play, you know, as I start to play some guitar here, or I start to read, or even play chess. As a matter of fact, do I have chess here? Do I have chess? I guess I need to sign on. All right. How do I start a game here on the computer? Play. All right. This is. I guess I should be playing poker instead of chess. I don't have anything on my. All right. What the heck? Okay. Let's go back. Again. Like that. This can be something here. Man, this is an interesting game. Very unusual place by the whites here. I'm going to take this one here. Depending on who asks. Now this is, you got me here, man. You got me here. Okay, now I have. Can you see what kind of I think I have a better outcome of this. There you go. Okay, this is a bigger game now, wide open. That wasn't good. But still, I want castle there. Look at this heist forming here. Let's This short is just very risky here. I want to get rid of this what the heck? What the heck you did that? Okay. I'll take that. This will likely come up here. I guess that's what he's trying to do. Yeah. Let's see if we can pin this bishop. Oh, come on, man. All right. And now we're talking about the highs here, how these highs are not good, how these lows are not good. All right. Something that may be forming here is if any volatility is probable during this week, it needs inventory, either short or long or whatever, position somewhere, so the market can move, right? And liquidity in this kind of events just evaporate, and the FOMC falling in the week when the rollover is also happening, the uncertainty is just too high, man. Liquidity can be too low or pretty or maybe inexistent, and the risk is just too high to do anything. Okay, you got to be very careful here down the road. I guess I'm going to call it a day. Unless you have any questions or comments, I will be wishing you a good rest of the day. There's nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing. This week is for me even worse than last week. Or I had to be extremely careful if I plan to do anything. Alright? Okay, guys. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Stay safe. See you another day. Bye-bye.